Hey guys, I was asked recently how I stay so joyful, and another person asked me like if I get like angry, upset, and like have other normal human emotions, and I totally do. It's just I have so much more of my life now and like joyful, peaceful, loving, euphoric, blissful states, and I like living my life like that. So I wanted to share some of the like things that I do to stay super joyful that I've added into my life and some questions that you guys can ask yourself to like start training your brain how to get a little bit more happy or joyful or whatever your verbiage of your highest best emotion that you want to be feeling right now is. So one of the main ones that I ask myself is like, will this bring me joy? Like I set my intention for the day for peace, love, and joy, and I ask, will this bring me more joy? Will this bring love into my life? Like those kind of questions to kind of check into what I'm doing and what I have on my to-do list, because sometimes I get in my like overachiever mode and I want to do like the million and two things. So I ask myself, will this bring me joy? Sometimes I ask myself, how can I bring more joy to this? So a big thing that I wanted to do more this year was doing more meal prep and eating like healthy at home and taking some of my like things that I buy and like making them. Like I started making my own muffins and like not having sugar and like using like banana and apple, like sugar-free applesauce and stuff. Like those things were important to me. So like, how do I make that stuff more joyful? So a really fun thing is that I started doing like dance parties in my kitchen. So now I'm like really looking forward to like my weekends when I get to meal prep and have like dance parties and sing and have like loud music blaring in my kitchen, enjoying making myself nourishing food and dancing and shaking my body. And it's super fun. So asking yourself those kind of questions to be like, how can I make this a little bit more happy or exciting or joyful or playful or whatever verbiage you want to use to feel a little bit more excited about your life. And hey everyone popping on live. Hi Misty and David and Susan and Samantha and David and Rose. I hope you guys are having an awesome night. Another question that I ask myself when things aren't going as well or how I wanted them to is this worth my joy? Like, is this worth stealing precious minutes, hours, days of my life being upset or angry over or whatever? So like that was interesting for cooking, for example. This weekend I like dropped the flour and it kind of made a mess. So like my instant reaction was like, okay, well that just happened. So like there's good music. I have tons of food and like I have an excess of flour. Like that's why it spilled. Like that's a really good thing. Like going to gratitude is also a really important thing. Like I find silver linings in an instant. That was something I really had to cultivate over my life. But now it's like, oh, well, that's like, I'm grateful I have so much flour that some spilt, like, and it didn't take that long to clean up, and if you do it in a joyful state and being like, oh, well, whatever, instead of like all pissed off and frustrated that you're like wasting food or like that you fucked up or made a mistake, like let go of your judgments of yourself. That's also a really good thing to stay more joyful. And Susie, woohoo, dance parties, love it. Yeah, so that even happened with like, I was like really, really hungry one night and I made like salmon and veggies and like all like I like made full meal, and my kitty likes to get teeny bits of salmon, so like I cut a little bit, but sometimes he gets really, really impatient and he tried to like jump up me and like climb up my leg, and like then I was trying to like do the plate thing. Anyway, it like all fell on me, so like hot food fell on me and I was like literally like, fuck. And then I'm like, is this worth my joy? Like I can make more food. I actually grabbed a protein bar because I'm like, this isn't worth anything. Like I'm just gonna like give up on this right now. But instead of getting like super pissed off or like yelling or going into like emotions that make me feel bad, like there are definitely times and places to like feel sad and angry and stuff like that. It's just I don't enjoy being in those states. And like Tony Robbins talks about like beautiful states. Like if you're pissed off and frustrated and stressed all the time, then you don't have a really good quality of life because you're pissed off and frustrated and stressed. So like I have that same kind of mentality where I'm like, it's not worth my joy. Like I'm going to choose to be peaceful here because like there's nothing I can do about the fact that there's no food on the floor. Like that's just what happened. So I can choose to be really angry at myself and be mean to myself or like say negative things to myself, which doesn't make me feel good and doesn't make me have like that loving energy in my life. So why am I going to choose to do those things when I understand that I have decision-making control over my life and my emotions and how I experience this reality that I'm in, and I get to choose to be like, no, like, I'm gonna be joyful and just be like, okay, well, I completely believe that everything happens for a reason. So again, that silver lining of like, well, maybe there was something wrong with the salmon and I could have gotten food poisoning because some random thing. Like, how do I know that that wasn't for my highest and best good? Like, I like seeing the world in that way, and I know it can sometimes take a while to get to that point, to be able to like have it in the moment that it's happening. But it's like that saying of like, don't cry over spilt milk. Like, it has happened. Like, you can't rewind time, so you have a choice going forward on how you're going to respond or react to that situation that just happened. And hey, everyone else popping on live. Hi, Debbie and Bill and Melanie and Maureen, and Lindsay and Sharon. I think I'm catching everyone as you guys are popping on. Bill says, attitude is everything. Yes, I completely agree. And also gratitude, like I was saying earlier. Like around supper time tonight, I was like pretty hungry because I'm super grateful for my day. So like I was quite hungry, and usually I don't fill my days with so much stuff, especially when I'm on my period. Usually I have more relaxed days, but when I did From Broken to Blissful, like I'm in the launch phase of, I did the masterclass last night and enrollment's open, so I had a lot of women who were like watching the masterclass last night who wanted to talk to me about it today and about it being the right fit, and I'm like super excited about that. So like I had a lot of calls today. I had my own mastermind group today that I was in. I had an emergency session that a client really wanted to get in, so I like brought her into that space too. So like I had a pretty packed day back to back. So by the time I had supper, I was like getting to the point where I'm like, I could choose to be hangry, or I could choose to be like, okay, I'm a little bit tired and I know food's gonna make this better. Like, I just need to like just drink more water and like just it'll be great. Like, and telling myself the good things. And I even put like music on for 5 minutes just to like jump up and down and change my state in my body to like be a little bit happier, because I am so grateful for all the conversations and connections that I had today, and I'm super grateful that this is my life. And yeah, I was a little bit like tired and hungry by the time supper came around, but like I had so many things to be grateful for. So even though it would have been easy for me to like say out loud, oh my god, I'm so hungry right now, like I'm getting pretty tired, like I need fuel in my body right now, like it would be easy to say that out loud. But instead of going with, I don't know what's easy or what most people in society would do, it's like that next level to be like, I am so grateful for everything that's filled my day that I wasn't able to like have my snack. Like, excuse me. To be able to get to that point where you're like, I'm so grateful that I filled my life up with these things, and just to be able to like choose happiness or choose joy or choose peace or choose whatever emotion that you want to feel in that moment, to have that conscious choice to be like, okay, I get to choose and co-create my reality with the universe, so how am I going to choose to react and choose to see with like my lens of the world this exact moment. So I encourage you guys to do whatever you're feeling called to in that area. If you need to like add more gratitude or see the silver linings or ask those questions like, how can I bring in more joy or peace or love or playfulness or adventure or excitement, whatever you want to feel in your life, bring that energy into the things that you're doing, and it feels really great. And yes, the dance parties and singing and music has helped, and I'm like all about that. I'm like highly encouraging you guys to try that. That's super fun. And hi Pierre, hi Yvonne, hope you guys are having an awesome night. So yeah, that Broken to Blissful masterclass, if you guys want the replay, because some people have been messaging me, I haven't gotten all to my messenger today because I've been so busy with like pretty much back-to-back stuff all day long, but I'm going to check my messenger and my Bliss community after this. That's like next on my priorities. And hi Kalina, how are you? And we are also doing a static dance in a couple weeks, in March 2nd. That's Saturday night at 7:30 in the Oh My Soul and Journey on the west side. So if you guys are into that dance, like we were just talking about the high vibe dance parties, adding more joy into your life, a static dance will add more joy to your life, so definitely come out to that. So yeah, the From Broken to Blissful, that was last night. I'm so in love with like all the women who were on the call and the questions I've been getting about it, and oh my gosh, I like had so much fun on the call. And it was interesting because I was talking to a friend. I'm like, I literally just told them like how they can get all their information. I gave them the roadmap. I told them what we're going to go through, like step by step for the 3 months. I'm like, they can literally take it and go. And I'm like, the old ego voice is like, you gave people like the entire outline, the entire blueprint, and like the ego gets in fear and separation around those things. But it's like, no, like I truly want this message of like bliss and joy and euphoria and like having the best, most incredible life that you can possibly have to be out in the world. And it's kind of a selfish thing because I'm not going to come back in this body in my next incarnation. Like I totally believe in past lives, and I'm not going to come back in this body in this bank account. So I want there to literally be a better world for my future children and for the future versions of me and just for the rest of the world, so that we have a healthier culture and mindset, and that people can choose happiness and joy all the time without it being like a weird thing, and we can like not have shame around going after our dreams or having the sexuality that we want and like all these incredible like pleasures and bliss and orgasms in our life. Like we can have the freedom now. Like it's been bullshit societal stuff and like limiting beliefs and ton of other stuff that I could go on a whole separate rant on, but like those things don't need to be in our lives. So I'm so excited. Like literally, if you want the replay of From Broken to Blissful, I'll put the link in the comments below so you guys can get access to that. Yeah, it was awesome, and you can literally be like, this is the part that I wanted. I was talking about loving yourself, healing your past, and loving your partner. So you can be like, awesome, I like this piece of it. And I gave book recommendations. I explained certain exercises so that you can literally just take that masterclass and go off and get your feet wet and on your journey and do whatever you want. What else did we do? We did healing downloads. All kinds of really good stuff was in there. So if you want to like go and run with it and like do like tapping with it, like I'm not certified in tapping, and you want to like go to your tapping practitioner and do a certain practice with tapping, awesome. Like heal yourself, because the world needs it. Like the world needs, and like so many people are feeling called to like shine brighter and awaken and do incredible things, and like it's so needed in the world right now, and like the planets are lining up for it. Like astrology is really awesome. Like this is creating the framework for the next like long cycle. So I truly want to be a piece of that puzzle of the world becoming a better place. So you can watch the masterclass, get whatever you need from it, and it'll help you in so many levels. And if you're like, yep, I'm done being stuck in my life and trying to do the bits and pieces and puzzle piece it together and get a book here and a session there and like try to like slowly over time figure this out like I was doing on my journey, and being like, I'm a huge seeker, so I was like always going through all the different things to like figure this out and make my life as best as I could, because I'm always about being a better version of myself. So if you want it just all to be packaged to you in a 3-month program where you're like being walked every step of the way, how to do the experiences, the healing downloads, the accountability to continuously move forward, and access to me and the first 5 people, the first 5 women who join that exclusive soul sisterhood that we're going to have for those 3 months, the first 5 women get VIP access to me. It'll be on my WhatsApp. So WhatsApp is a free app that you can get on your phone. It's very similar to Messenger, where you can like send text messages and like voice memos and pictures and stuff like that, and it's like international too. So that's where my VIP clients get special access to me. So the first 5 women can get group access to me in the group, so the weekly calls, the group Facebook page, and also private access to me because they're the first 5 women. So I'm super excited. There's still spots in that, so definitely if you guys are feeling called to those, let me know. I'll check into all the comments. And Maureen says, I love how you're real. Thank you so much. And Pierre, hi, you're awesome, Laura. Love your energy, and the amount of work you're doing is very inspiring to me. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And hey, Joyful Goddess, thank you so much. Yeah, that was also a thing that I was talking to people about today, because they're like, yeah, like since you've come back from Date with Destiny and you're like just vulnerably sharing everything, and like you're just talking about like all your sexual experiences and like how you've showed up in your life and your experiences and your relationships and all these different things, and I'm doing a lot more private stuff in the Bliss community. So there is a private sisterhood called Bliss. It's a private Facebook group, so that it's just a closed group of conscious soul sisters who are in there to learn all things self-love and self-care and sexual empowerment. So I've been doing a lot of vulnerable, really vulnerable stuff in there. So if you want even more awesome content from me, definitely join that. It's free for all women. Sorry, men. There are other conscious, badass men who are like healing the wounded masculine and toxic masculinity that's in the world, and I can connect you to them if you would like that. But I'm here to serve the divine feminine and support us in rising, because I truly believe that because every single mother is a woman, that by the women stepping into their personal power and showing up more joyful or blissful or excited, or however verbiage you want to put on your like highest vibrational emotion that you want to be feeling, I feel like that's going to change the world, because we can lead by example and teach this to our children and change an entire generation, which will change the world. So I'm super excited that I'm fully stepping into that Sun State with Destiny, because I'm like, I am so done playing small and pretending like I'm not here for great things, and kind of going like with my little candle instead of being like a fucking like lighthouse, being like, this is how we can make huge changes, and this is what I've done, and here's everything that you can do. And I just want to be part of that change that makes the world a better place. And hi Tiffany, hi Precy, hope you guys are having an awesome night. So yeah, From Broken to Blissful is calling your name. Make sure you watch that replay. If the 3-month program is calling your name, you can get on a clarity call with me to make sure that that's right fit for you. I also have some space for some one-on-one clients, so if you're like, don't want to do it with anyone else, my stuff's really private, I don't really feel like a group is ready for me right now, and you want to do that journey one-on-one with me, I also have some space available there. So I'm super excited to support all the women in every way that I can, and I'm sending you guys so much love. Bye.